Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Joe. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. And if you are returning, welcome back. So I am fresh off of a 10-day vacation in Hawaii. And I just got home this morning around 7:30 a.m. We did a red-eye flight last night, and I'm still recovering, so I'm kind of like jet lagged a little, and so this is going to be a very mellow video. But what I want to talk about, actually, before I even get into the topic of this video, while I was in Hawaii, I rented a Harley and I did a pretty awesome ride up to the summit of Mount Haleakala. And if you haven't already seen that video, I'll link it below, but definitely worth a watch. The scenery was just out of this world spectacular. So I'll link that video down below. But in this video, I want to talk about Indian motorcycles, because in the last 2 months or so, not even, maybe 4 to 6 weeks, I've seen a few things from them, from Polaris, that have me a little concerned, to be quite honest with you, as an Indian motorcycle owner, and as someone who would probably, up until recently, I probably would buy another Indian motorcycle, but there's some things going on with Indian, and it has me wondering, are they going the way of victory? They've done some things that kind of remind me of the things that Polaris did when they shut the doors on victory. So about a month ago, I got an email from Polaris, obviously because I'm an Indian owner, so they probably sent this out to anybody who owns a Polaris or an Indian or whatever. We got a notification that my local dealer was no longer a Polaris dealer. It didn't specifically mention Indian, so I kind of was like in the wait and see mode. Maybe I was thinking to myself, maybe they were just talking about Polaris power sports products, but maybe not Indian motorcycles, because I had been in my Indian dealer as recently as 3 weeks ago, and they had a ton of inventory on the showroom floor. And I was like, let me just sit in the wait and see mode and see what happens, But while I was out in Hawaii, I got an email from my local dealer saying that they are no longer a Polaris or Indian motorcycle dealer, and that they can also no longer perform warranty work on any Indian products or Polaris products. And that shocked me, because this dealer was probably the largest dealer for Indian motorcycles in the entire Northeast region. Probably all of, which would include Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont, that whole region. This was definitely the largest one. They had 4 Indian locations, or Polaris locations. They had a Boston store that closed down like 10 months ago. And I didn't think anything of that, because that store was in a kind of an odd location, and they didn't really do a whole lot of business, from my understanding. But the dealer here in Foxborough, Mass, Mom's South, is a huge motorcycle dealer. They have an enormous warehouse full of motorcycles. They're a huge used dealer also, but they just had a huge showroom. They have, a big service department. I mean, it was a big dealer. And they also had another location in Tingsboro, Mass, that also just shut their doors. And so now, and then the only one that's left is they have their Manchester, New Hampshire dealer. Oddly, they say that dealer is still going to service and sell Polaris and Indian motorcycles. So I don't understand the reasoning behind that unless there's some sort of a contractual thing, and when that expires, who knows? But uh, looking at Indian as a whole, they've shut down a whole lot of dealers in the New England area over the last year. They shut down their Brookfield, Connecticut store not too long ago. They shut down their Springfield, Mass store, which was shocking because Springfield, Mass was the epicenter of where Indian motorcycles began. So, in all, in the last 15 months, Indian has shut down 5 dealer locations, or Polaris has shut down 5 Indian dealer locations in the last 15 months. That's kind of what they did with Victory when they went the way of shutting down Victory and getting rid of the product entirely. So, what do you guys? Is Indian? It doesn't seem like it. They're putting out really nice, innovative products, but they've put out they've refreshed some models. They just came out with the new Power Plus 112, the new Chieftain design. They had a whole bunch of new Chief models that just came out. It would seem like the line is stable and they're not going anywhere, but 5 dealers in New England alone getting shut down, that's worrisome to me. That leaves us with 1 dealer to service the entire, in Massachusetts, 1 dealer to service the entire state of Massachusetts now, and that's Wagner Power Sports over in Worcester, Mass. I've dealt with their service a few times since I've been an Indian owner, and it's pretty good. I do like that dealer, but they're a good ways away from me. And it's not a super convenient location for much of Massachusetts. So, whereas the one that just shut down in Foxborough, Mass, was very centrally located for the entire region. So, I just don't get it. Indian, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? I don't know. I just thought I'd come out here and do a quick video, talk about this, and strike up a conversation. Drop a comment down below. What do you guys think is happening with Indian motorcycles? This is just crazy. So, anyways, thanks again for stopping by. Like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. I am going to relax for the rest of the evening, and it's back to work and back to reality tomorrow. So, anyway, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.